What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody in the building. If you are here and you can hear me and y'all can hear me clearly, please put a number one in the chat. Please put a number one in the chat. Please put a number one in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Put a number one in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Shout out to everyone who's here. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Awesome, 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 awesome. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everyone. I'm going to get over in the chat in a minute and give some shout outs. But salute to all the visionaries, of course. We're back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everyone. Salute. Of course, we're back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross. Salute to everybody. Let's see who's up in the building. Let's see who's up in the building. While you guys hit the like button and share the show. Shout out to Junior Ali. Salute, my brother. Salute, salute. He says, waiting all weekend for this. Salute, my brother. Salute. Hey, Miss Angie. Shout out to Miss Angie in the building. Shout out to Miss Angie B. Always coming through and holding down the chat. Shout out to you. Hey, Miss Queena. Good to see you. Salute to you. Salute. Always coming through and holding down the chat as well. Shout out to Bob. What's good, Bob? The square with the flair. What's good? What's good? Salute. I appreciate your support. Queena says you caught up on a playlist and went to watch the full interview on Shark Tank. Shout out to you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We're gonna definitely view the rest of the interview on today's show as promised. So shout out to you, Queena. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Sutton, in the building. Salute, 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 my brother. Shout out to Bucket. What's good, Bucket? What's up, ES? What's going on? Peace to you. Hey, Miss Raven. Good to see you, sweetheart. Shout out to you. Shout out to Kwafi. What's good, Kwafi? Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the clouds, too. If you're listening in the clouds, shout out to you. Make sure you hit the like button and share the show. And as y'all know, this show and this channel was sponsored by Alpha Juice Co. Go and get your Alpha Juices. You can click the link down in the description box, or you can click the link in the pinned comment section. Click the pinned comment and use the promo code to get a percentage off on your purchase. So shout out to everybody in the building once again. Welcome back to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. Y'all see today's show. If y'all missed any of this series, go to the playlist section and click the Golden Boy series. There you go. Shout out to you, Miss Angie. She's right on it. She's right on time. Shout out to you. You can just click the link in the chat room. Miss Angie shared the link. Just click that link and you can catch up on any episodes that you missed. Shout out to Alonzo Hall. Salute, my brother. He said I had to drop in and show love. Got to get to the money. I did watch the full interview too. It was hilarious. Shout out, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support, man. Get back to the money, bro. Y'all see today's show. This is part 2. Part 2. Yes, sir. As y'all asked. As y'all asked for. Part 2 of Pimpin' KELPY. This is episode 4 of the Golden Boy series. The so-called ladies' man. The so-called ladies' man. Golden Child, salute. Let me put the tip in. Salute, my brother. The so-called ladies' man. You know these golden boys. And we got to talk about this before we get into the rest of the video. But as y'all know, these golden boys think everyone likes them. Everyone's hating on them. Everyone's worried about them. You know, everybody is just against them for some reason. And it's because, you know, they're just so good with the women and they're so charming and, you know, these kind of guys. You know, the guys who always think that you hating on them because the women like them and that type of shit. That type of shit. He's just a ladies' man. He just think in his mind all the women want him. I grew up with a guy like this, actually. I grew up with a guy like that. And he used to, the way he used to wow women is he used to always tell them how he was going to be famous one day and how they were going to see him on TV and that if they didn't mess with him now, they would regret it later. He was an actual golden boy. I actually grew up with a couple of golden boys. Couple of them. I had Thunder, salute. I grew up with a couple of golden boys. You know, couple of privileged guys. You know, and one of them, he just thought he was the prototype. You know, back in the day, he used to think he was a Marion and shit. You know, he used to he used to come through with the box braids. You know, this was B2K era. You know, so he used to come through and think he was a Marion, and he used to be dancing and shit. You know, but for some reason, you know, she ended up liking somebody else out the crew. You know, she always end up liking somebody else, and he just gets upset. What do you see in him? What do you like about him? You know, that's what I mean by the so-called ladies' man. These are your guys who are actually dirty Macs. They like dirty macking. Oh, well, what do you like about him? Well, I'm better than him. I got more than him. You see? Thinking that that's going to win the woman over. That's what a lot of these golden boy pussies do. They go around and throw dirt on your name, the women, thinking that, you know, thinking that the women are going to not like you anymore because what they somehow said. This is that golden boy syndrome. You know, all the women like them. They supposed to get all the money. They supposed to be the boss of every situation. They supposed to call all the shots. They supposed to run everything. The world revolves around them. And everything in the world is theirs. This is the mentality of a golden boy. This is the golden boy syndrome. And there's a lot of black men who are plagued with this disease. They're plagued with this disease. Kwafi says, I had a homeboy every time he met a new woman, he would not want me around. Oh, I know what you talk about. I know. But when I had women, he always was there as the third wheel, sitting between us eating popcorn. like he was at the show. I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about, Kwafi. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, they be faking it till they make it. That's a fact. That boy thought he was the almighty. Yeah, that's how they roll. That's how they move. That's how they move. That's how they move. So we're gonna finish taking a look at Pimpin' KELPY. Late night text be on point. But we're gonna take a look at Pimpin' KELPY. He said this nigga would be hanging out with me, then he would disappear out of nowhere, like if we were downtown, like he's saying he's going to the restroom, and then I look around, he's around the corner picking up a trick. Yo, Kwafi, I got a homie who used to do disappearing acts too. I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about. He used to pull disappearing acts. Oh, yeah, they be cock blocking too. Facts. Definite. Big time cock blockers. Facts. If Shorty don't like him and she choosing you, he's definitely gonna cock block. That is a fact. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. That's a very big thing. Very big thing amongst golden boys. They will cock block the shit out you. That is a fact. So let's get into this. Fair use, fair use. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit the like button and share the show. Hit the like button and share today's show. This is episode 4 of the Golden Boy series. This is part 2. This is part 2. This will be the last installment of this series. So make sure y'all hit the like button and share the show. Share the show. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Fair use, fair use, fair use. We're gonna start right where we left off. We're gonna start right where we left off.
Damn my life. So I'm not gonna even tell him to nigga, you went to listen, bro. I'm gonna be cool. You went to jail for drugs, homie. You went to jail for drugs.
Allegedly.
It never said anything about prostitution or pimping.
No.
None of that. They took you for drugs.
I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing any of that.
Doing that, right? You're not doing any of that.
I was using drugs. I was using drugs.
You was using
drugs.
And
I had a large amount of money from.
See, so KELPY, little KELPY just admitted that he's not a pimp and he wasn't pimping. This is where he just admitted this. See, the reason why I stopped it so fast, I know y'all probably like, damn, DS1, why you stop it already? I stopped it because this is how you detect golden boy syndrome. You have to listen to what they say. Because a golden boy is always he's gonna tell you the truth, and then he's gonna turn around and switch it and make it seem like he didn't never say that, or that's not what he meant. That's just how you took it. Y'all know what doesn't that sound familiar, fellas? Have you ever heard a guy say some shit like that? Oh, that's not what I meant. That's just how you took it. After he done said what he really wanted to say, and then when you bust him out on what he was saying, now that's not what he said. Pay attention, because KELPY's gonna do that multiple times this whole interview. This whole interview. Pay attention.
Now he's trying to do the alleged call.
Here we go.
You done already played yourself on soft underbelly. Now he's doing the alleged call.
The soft white underbelly was completely unrelated to the raid. Completely unrelated.
You said it happened the very next day, right?
The day before.
The day before. Why would you ever go and do something like that? Admit that on camera. Who does that?
It was unrelated.
It's related all the way.
I get busted and they take
you just put yourself.
From me. I'm not going to go do the same shit.
But you just told him, even if they didn't want to pin the money. Listen, even if they didn't want to pin the money with the drugs, right?
Well,
you just allegedly on camera pinned that money to something else, to somebody you were dealing with. You're stupid.
Niggas went on camera.
You're a dumb kid, bro.
I'm not denying that I'm dumb.
You're a dumb kid.
Dumb or an imposter.
Why would you do that?
I am denying that I'm an imposter because that ain't true.
You are an
imposter. I'm not on y'all's level. I'm not saying
it's
that.
Not about no level.
You see? You see how he just did what I said they do. He just displayed what I said golden boys do. What did he just do? He just said, I'm not an imposter. but he just admitted 30 seconds ago that he's not pimping. He just admitted he never was pimping. But now he's going to say he's not an imposter. Which one is it, Kelpy? See, that's weak shit. Like the brother put in the chat room, no authenticity. You're not going to stand on nothing. Everything is fair weather. You a fair weather nigga. You always stuck in between the two. I don't know. I didn't say that. That's not what I really meant. I'm not this, I'm not that, but that's not really what it is, but that's not what I meant, and you don't understand, and you don't get it, and you just judging me. See, that's that toxic masculine shit. When you're not gonna stand on what you say, you're gonna constantly switch it up because you're so deceptive and sly and slick when you think you clever. See, this is the thing with golden boys. They think they can outsmart everybody around them. They think they're clever. They think they're talking over everyone's head. This is the problem with them. This is the problem with them. Until you come at them. Then when you come at them, it's like, oh, why are you doing that? I didn't offend you. Bitch tendencies. That's bitch shit. Shout out to Hills Inn. Appreciate you, family. I appreciate the super chat. Shout out to you, fam. So let's get back to it. Fair use.
Levels,
You,
bro.
but you imposter. Bro, but you lied your way on through there.
How did I lie my way on through?
You lied the entire time. It was really for your SoundCloud, though, Kelpy.
It was promotion for that on the side, but I was trying to get my story out there. Yeah, I was trying to get my story out there.
You don't really have a story. You're 19.
I still got a story.
It was nothing.
It was nothing.
It was really nothing,
Guys,
bro.
if I was to
It was
sit
you
here-
being some fucking rebellious ass kids, bro. If you ask
No, it was
me,
me trying to get
you
money to
had a
help out
good
my
life,
dad.
bro.
It was
Your
me trying to
mom's
get money
here
to
with
help
you
out
right
my
now.
dad. Yeah.
Your mom's out
She
there
drove
waiting
you
for you.
here.
She
is
drove
homeless.
What are
you.
you doing
She
this
drove
shit
my
for?
car.
Why would you even
She
talk
is
about your
homeless.
mother like that? She's homeless.
Yeah. And I'm trying to help
And
her
you're
elevate
supposed to be
'cause
the
she's a
big
great
bad
woman.
pimp, but you can't even put your mama in a spot.
Come on,
Listen, y'all.
but
What do
had
you
19K,
think I'm doing this shit
but
for?
19K got
What do
took.
you
What
think
was
I'm
y'all
doing this
doing?
shit for?
What was y'all doing? Nigga,
Stacking? We were
Bro,
stacking.
I'll show you exactly what you were doing. I'll show you exactly what they were doing.
What
He
I was
brought the
doing. What I was
paperwork.
doing. What I
Hey,
was doing.
bro, listen
Oh
to
my
me.
God.
On any of these things, because there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of them's Adderall. Oh, yeah, you was trying to move it.
Not moving it.
Yeah,
50
yeah, you
pills ain't
were.
moving shit.
Approximately
That's personal
20 rubber
use.
bands.
You see how cocky and arrogant these golden boys are? Even when they're wrong. See, he not going to stand up and hold his nuts and be a man. But he'll be cocky to talk shit to make it seem like, oh, that wasn't shit. You heard what he just said? Oh, 50 addies? That's nothing. That's personal use. Hey, Kelpy, if you're a pimp, you're not supposed to be on drugs, buddy. You see how these golden boys talk themselves right into a goddamn pit? See, he's not even paying attention. He's so caught up in his syndrome. He's so full of him fucking self, right? He's so full of him.
One marijuana.
That's for the money. Bands are for the money that I
No,
have
that
from
wasn't. That was for
barbering
narcotic
and
sales
a t-shirt
indica.
business.
You can see where I pulled that from.
Now, we're going to let that ad play on mute. While it's doing that, Notice, he still has not proved that he was a pimp. See, because based on the paperwork, you're a drug dealer, KELPY. You're a drug dealer and you're on drugs. But you don't want to accept you're a drug addict. You're running around here thinking you're a pimp. And this is the problem with a lot of men today. You don't want to admit what's wrong with you. You don't want to admit that you don't know who you are. And at 19 years old, a 19-year-old golden boy is not going to know who he is. Most 19-year-olds don't know who they are anyway. But a 19-year-old golden boy, his nose is so far up his own ass, you can't tell him nothing. You see? This is why men have to be in a household. This is why. See, because you know what KELPY is? You know what KELPY's displaying? KELPY is displaying that he is a good shit talker. That's the kind of guy he is. He just know how to sit around and talk. And that's what's wrong with a lot of these dudes today. That's all they know how to do. That's all we know how to do to each other as black men. All we know how to fucking do is talk shit to each other. We can't sit down and discuss nothing of importance because we are into talking shit to each other, talking shit about each other. This is what's wrong. And none of that shit is masculine. Men always riffing with one another. That's not masculine. That's fucking feminine. You got all these goddamn masculine cat fights going on all the time. You always got a nigga coming out his mouth trying to be cute. Always got something slick to say. Always. Instead of him just sitting down talking to you like a man and saying, yo, bro, I really fuck with you. I just don't like that little dumb shit you be doing. What happened to those type of men? What happened to that? What happened to the men that'll tell you in your face, yo, bro, I got respect for you. I salute what you do and all that. But I don't like when you be on that bullshit sometimes. Sometimes you be on some bullshit. What happened to that? What happened to that? We know what happened to that. We know that part of men have been suppressed. This is why you got kelpies running around. A bunch of men who don't stand on nothing. They just talk shit and be cute. Talk shit and swallow spit. Like a chicken head sitting on a stoop. So all these niggas know how to do. So let's get back into it.
Here you go, man.
That's alleged, though, y'all. That's alleged. I never got charged for that. That's alleged.
What you mean?
I never got charged for that
Why
yet.
the fuck you
so
bring
it's
it up
alleged.
here?
That's alleged shit.
Man, this
They're
shit
I
trying to
love
make
him
me
talking,
out.
bro.
They're trying to
Is
make
he
me out.
changes?
Hey, yo,
It's called giving him enough rope to hang himself.
yo.
He tries to run this
Yo,
shit.
you gotta
Get the fuck
understand.
outta here.
They're trying to
Talking
make
in
me out to be
circles.
some Scarface type of drug dealer person. That ain't me.
You know, it was never Scarface shit. It's just what
Drug
you
dealer,
got
whatever
caught
you
with
wanna
like
call
a
it. They're trying
dummy.
to say I'm a drug
You
dealer.
just got
I
caught
ain't no
with
drug
that shit
dealer.
being stupid.
Exactly.
Probably sold us
But
some
I ain't no
you
drug
probably
dealer.
sold us some
And I was not
undercovers.
selling nothing. I was using that for
It
personal
says
use.
right there. I'm just saying what your paperwork
It says
say. I'm not saying you
indicia.
did anything.
What is indicia?
But what your paperwork says, and none of it says for the game or your money ever coming for the game. They took a lot of drugs off you, boy.
They did take a lot of drugs off me and a
You know
lot
what I'm
of
saying?
bread
They took
too.
a lot of little drugs
Yeah,
off
they
of
took a
you.
lot of shit off me.
Not even nothing like super crazy. It was really just pills that you
Yeah,
probably already
well,
had
that's all I
prescriptions for
used.
when you
That's
got
all I
that
used.
fucking accident. That's why
all
you're
I
trying to
used.
say I got into a lot of
Guys,
accidents.
the car accident was
Got
when
a
I was
lot-
a freshman in high school. That was
Bro,
like 4 or
but
5
you-
years ago.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
your
it wasn't
paperwork is
prescription from that.
bullshit.
They don't prescribe 500
Your
pills.
paperwork
Yeah.
Trash.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't need
You
that.
lied.
I brought a
Right? You lied,
I didn't
though,
lie
to
about
me.
nothing.
You didn't lie to me when we
What did I lie
talked.
about? Again, we're
You
circling
told
back
me,
to this. What did I
man.
lie
Shit,
about?
they took 18, 20,000 of my bitch money like
What's
it
it
was your
say?
bitch's money. Saying was they trap.
Guys, I'm not
So
telling
they
you
have
where the money
nothing.
came from other
So
than
them
it was
bitches
legit.
never gave you. I'm just saying, though, it was never from the ism, bro. You're not valid. You're not verified. Your
You don't know
paperwork
what that money
is
was from.
trash. And you know what it smells like? Bullshit. Well, according to them,
Y'all
homie,
don't know
hey,
where
a
that
lot of
money's
this,
from.
this is what they took. They never took a bitch. Why don't I see Susan or Amber's name on there?
I smell bullshit.
Why
when
don't
he
I
came
see
in
Susan
with
or
his mama.
Amber's name on there?
if you look
I
closely-
see
Bullshit when he
drugs.
walked in with
If
his
you look
mother.
closely-
That's what I
If
see.
you
I don't
look
see any
closely-
bitches' names on
If
there.
you look closely, found in a backpack, checkered backpack in my room. Who do you think's backpack that was? Because it sure wasn't mine.
Yo, homegirl.
Y'all see? Now, y'all see? Y'all see how pussyfied these dudes are. Listen to what KELPY just said. He just said they found drugs in the backpack. It wasn't my backpack. So who backpack you think it was? see, here's the reason why Golden Boy Syndrome is destroying families. You see? Because it always goes back to whose fault? Whose fault? The women. You see? You see what you women are doing? Y'all are building these animals. Y'all are building these monsters to go around, destroy the community, and then they come back around and destroy you. Look at what he did. He blamed the woman. Pimps protect. See that? See what I told y'all? You see why I did this show? The corruption of the 4 Ps? The Golden Boy Syndrome corrupts provision, corrupts protection, corrupts problem solving, and they're not into procreating. They're not into having children. These are your golden boys. This is the Golden Boy Syndrome. Of course, a golden boy not going to protect your ass. Of course, he going to watch you get beat up. Of course, because he don't want to get beat up. He don't want his face looking bad. He got to look good. Remember? Remember when he was a little boy and you didn't want his uncles to beat his ass? Because your son was too cute to get punched in his fucking chest? Remember that? Oh, you're abusive. Remember that? Now he beating your ass. Now he out in society beating on women. Now he beat up his baby mamas. And what you do? You protect the little pussy. He go and beat up his baby mama and run to you, and you bail him out. That's why he's a pussy right now. That's why he can't do shit without you, mama. The nigga could barely fill out a job application without his mama. Golden boy, little pussy. Can't do shit without mama. Could barely piss straight without mama. When it's time to do something like a man, like pay a bill, you call your mama. These are golden boys. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Whenever there's a goddamn problem, Mom, Mommy. Y'all building these little pussies that y'all coming online complaining about. These are your pussy ass sons that don't protect you. That ain't protecting women. That's beating up women. That's killing women. You talk about black femicide? These are pussies who's killing y'all. These golden boys. These niggas that y'all spawn and make them that way. You made him that way. You let him piss in the bed till he was 10 years old. You let him do it. Because you didn't take the time to show him and say, listen, you got to stop doing this. Then when daddy do it, oh, you mean? Oh, why you gotta say it like that? Like the world gonna give a fuck about his feelings. Like the world gonna give a fuck about how he feel. And then what he do? He come out in the world and abuse women. He come out in the world and take advantage of women's addictions and play on their trauma. That's what golden boys do. That's what these little pussies right here on YouTube do. Playing women's trauma. Play on the fact they got molested and raped. Little pussies. Little pussies. But y'all don't want the men to deal with them. Because when the men step up and say something, what happens? Oh, it ain't even like that. It ain't even like that. He went too far. Yeah. That's why you got little KELPY running around here, feeding women drugs and making them prostitute themselves and telling them that they women and they're his women. These are little pussies that come out y'all pussy because y'all don't want men around. Because little KELPY would have got his ass hung upside down doing the stupid shit that he do. He wouldn't have never got a chance to turn into pimping KELPY. Never. If it was some men around. Let's get back into it.
That you supply her with drugs?
I don't supply anyone with drugs.
You don't? You said
I
you
do
got
drugs
it for
myself. I supply myself with drugs. That's it.
You're a drug addict.
I'm a drug addict, but I said that outside.
How are you? But how would you even consider that pimping and traditional?
Well, because I'm getting sober.
How would you?
I'm getting sober.
Well, get sober first, and then attempt.
This is my only vice at the moment.
Attempt. I don't care. What do you mean sober? How is that your only? Hold on. But how is that your only device or your only vice right there? But when you say I'm on drugs, I'm on drugs. What drugs are you on? Other than a fucking elf bar.
Opioids.
Like?
Right now, Kratom, but it's legal and you can buy it at the gas station.
No, what else?
That's it. I haven't touched lean or Percocet or hydrocodone since the beginning of summer, so it's been like 4 months, 3-4 months. I'm being 100% with you. Drug test me right now. I'll piss in a cup. I'll pass for everything.
You on probation?
No.
You ain't on no probation or nothing like that?
I got an open case, but it's...
You be fucking lying, bro.
Nah.
And it makes me not like you.
I'm not lying about nothing.
Because I just don't smell it on you.
The
I'm a real werewolf, and it was lies all through your paperwork. But it was lies all through your paperwork.
I didn't make this paperwork, so how's it lies?
Yeah, take down some spit.
How's it
nigga,
lies?
It was lies all through your paperwork.
How so?
Yeah. Take down some spit, pussy. Because you're lying. You see that? You see that? Pay attention, ladies. You see that? You can't lie in men's face. You want to teach your son something? You want to be the man of the house? Tell them when you lie in other men's face, you might end up with a black eye. We don't have that. You ain't going to be lying in no nigga face. You're not. You just sitting there, he just sitting there lying. This is golden boy shit. See, when you got masculinity around, he don't understand. He's on the verge of getting his ass beat. That's what he's on his way to. He's on his way to a fresh ass whooping. See, because he playing with men. See, this is why you women supposed to sit down and shut up when it's time for man shit to be established. Sit down and watch, please. Thank you. Matter of fact, go make him some water because he might need some water after this. You see? You see? Stop trying to be the intermediary between men raising boys. Get the fuck out the way. Because when you get in the way, you know what you're doing? You showing that boy that you're stunting his growth. You're letting him know that it's going to be hard to be a man, and you're going to shield him away from it. You're stopping, you're impeding the process. That's why when he's 25, he's telling you to shut the fuck up and get out of his way. You know why? Because now he feel like a man. His dick done grew, balls start hanging, he got hair all over his dick, he done got some pussy. Get out of my way, mom. Move, bitch. Yeah, that's how that's happening. You made that little pussy. You made him. You did. Because if you let us do it, that boy won't let you carry a fucking grocery. If you let us do it, if you set your ass down and be of assistance to men and not a fucking roadblock, your sons won't be beating your ass and threatening to beat your ass or beating other women. Because you made that little pussy. You did. He act just like you. That's why he can't control his feelings. That's why he can't keep his hands to himself. He learned that from his mama. He learned that from you. That's why he out here pimping hoes and beating on women and feeding women drugs. Because you know who allowed them to do it? You. You did. You did. You allowed them to sit at home all day and watch porn. You did that. Do you wonder why he want to fuck all day and don't want to do nothing else with his life? Because remember, he didn't have to work when he was a teenager. Remember? He didn't have to work. He didn't have to earn nothing like men do. He didn't have to. This is how you get KELPY. This is how you get KELPY.
Bro, if you set that down for me, like, yeah, man, I'm some pimping, man. Yeah, they came and hit me, man. Feds came and hit me. You talking like you some pimping, though.
Look,
but you talking like you some pimping.
You
And I
missing
look
his
at your
point.
shit and I'm like, nigga,
His
that's
point
all
is-
drugs,
his
bro. What are
point
you
is
talking
why
about?
even speak on that, because it has nothing to do with no ism.
No game.
That's what
No
he's
game.
Money,
Don't speak
the
about
money,
them taking
No game.
nothing from you.
without saying anything specific, the money was not from drugs because I was not selling drugs. So wherever the money came from, y'all can decide that for yourselves, but don't say it. I'm not going to say it.
You act like a real sucker, bro.
Now you using this alleged
You act
shit.
like a real sucker about
How
your
come?
business because you're not even 100, bro. And I feel bad for you. And I'm going to tell you.
Because you're not 100. See, this don't cost you no money. It don't cost you no money to stand on your shit. It don't cost you nothing. It don't take you being a six-figure nigga. See? What I always talked about here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, the intangibles of a man. That's what the fuck make you a man. Nigga, because if this country closed down today, we all broke. So shut the fuck up. If this motherfucking system shut down today, nigga, we all broke. Shut the fuck up about money and being a man. Nigga. We all gonna be broke if they shut this shit down right now. Where your money at, nigga? What's your money gonna be worth? Huh? Can your woman count on you when it ain't about no bills, pussy? Huh? Huh? When it ain't about no money, who are you, pussy? I'm listening. When it ain't about no money, who are you? Huh? Who are you? You're KELPY. That's who you are. A little sucker. And this is the shit that need to be rid out of black men. This sucker shit that niggas been on for so long. This sucker ass shit. This is sucker shit. Shout out to Dale Diddy. He said, salute, DS1. Been a minute since I've been able to catch you live. Cook, my brother. Salute, Dale Diddy. Salute, my brother. I appreciate you. Raven says that most people will be SOL because they can't survive in the wilderness. Facts. Shit out of luck. Take that fake ass fur coat off. Thank you, Coffee. Let's get back to it.
You this, dog. Just don't at the end of it all, right? And all in all, don't come perpetrating something you ain't never even fucking stepped your foot in, boy. Yes, you did, though. Yes, you have, boy. Even in that interview, yes, I noticed that's some of your thing. Never have, never will.
No.
Where'd you learn that from?
Never have, never will.
Never have, never will. I'm not talking about me. I'm just saying, like, you never have, never will.
Because
you say that about a lot of shit, but you do a lot of shit.
I do a lot of shit, but not the shit you're claiming that I do.
All this, bro.
No, I didn't.
But you lied about all of it, homie.
The proof is on the paper. Read it.
I already did.
Yeah.
We already know what it is.
I brought this paper.
It's like you see how he moves past it.
The amount of cash they took.
You see how he moves past it, bro?
Past what? That they alleged that I'm a drug dealer, and it's not true.
They alleged you were a drug dealer.
I'm a drug dealer.
Well,
they tried to say this kid's dealing drugs. We don't have any concrete proof that he's dealing drugs, but he's got a lot of drugs next to a lot of money, so he's a drug dealer. That ain't how it is. That ain't how it is. That's what they're trying to say, but that ain't how it is.
Yeah. What's the first track you ever hit, man?
Now, this little punk. See, this is why it's called. This is why this series is called the Golden Boy Syndrome. See, these little pussies really think they know what they're talking about. You heard how cocky and confident he sounded? Did you hear that? He act like he knows what he's talking about. This is a 19-year-old spoiled little pussy acting like he know the law, acting like he know the streets. This little dude talking about something. Well, since they saw a lot of money and they saw a lot of drugs, then they thought I was selling drugs. But that's not what happened. That's not how it works. Who the fuck are you talking to? Who are you? Who the fuck are you? You see? This is why men gotta be around. He doesn't know how shit works, but the first thing come out his mouth, that's not how it works. How you know? How you know? You just said you don't sell drugs. So how the fuck you know how the law works? How do you know how the process of law works? You just said you don't sell drugs, you don't do street shit or none of that. So how you know about the law and getting locked up and how the process and all of that works, Kelpy? See, that's the syndrome. See, because in his mind, he has an answer for everything. This is Golden Boy Syndrome. These niggas are never wrong, and they got an answer for everything. Pay attention with these Golden Boys. They have an answer for everything. They have an answer for everything. And their answer is going to top the truth. This is why they get smacked in their mouth. This is why they end up getting smacked in their mouth. Because you're sitting up here lying like it's the truth, and then you telling these men that they have to believe it because it's coming out of your mouth. You see this shit? And I know a woman listening in the clouds right now saying, why you keep saying you gotta slap him though? That's violent. Why do you have to be violent? Oh, so you want him to slap you. See, that's how it works. See, if you grew up around men, you know how the respect that a boy has for women and his mom, you know how that's developed, right? That's developed through the father. Oh, Oh, you didn't know that, right? You wonder why when these boys get older, you find out they can't stand your fucking ass. You find out all the resentment they have for you. You know why? Because they never got a chance to be around their dad. What about my dad raising me? That's why they hold resentment against you. See, you thought you was doing something right. You know, I had to get that angry nigga out the house. You thought you was doing something right. You thought you was protecting your children. Ha! See, I know all that bullshit. It's cap. And did he grow up and he tell you right in your face, you ain't shit, Mom. You're the reason why I'm not shit. Why didn't you just give Dad another chance? What did Dad do wrong? We want Dad around. Let's continue.
Where your first
Beach?
place you been?
Beach.
Yeah. Not with them
Beach and
raggedy
ball.
head ass bitches
Beach
you
and
had.
ball.
They both suck like fuck.
Ain't no
And
fucking
they're
way.
child.
Y'all can say that, but
hey, that's a
their
child
peoples
that
love
you
them. Their
have.
peoples love them.
Both of them
They're
was
not
a child.
childs. They're my age. They're a year younger than me.
They went home to their families, bro.
Yeah, and
What
there's
happened to
nothing
them?
wrong with that. I encourage that.
Hey, you encouraged it?
Yeah.
They just didn't want to fuck with you because they already knew you was a fucking
And one
goof
of them's
troop.
fucking with
You
me.
even
So
said she was
the
gonna
other one
come
went
with
home to go
YouTube.
with her family.
That
because
shit
she
be
was
for
soft
you.
white
YouTube.
underbelly.
You
That
did
shit was
that
for
shit,
soft
and you
white
know what? I'm
underbelly.
gonna be real,
You
bro.
knew it wouldn't been no way in hell them bitches could have sat right here in front of. Ain't no way in
Ain't
hell.
no way, bro.
Ain't no way in hell.
Ain't no way.
Cause
If they weren't
you
getting my
the
money
one who
right
be
now, then
doing
they
this
would be
little
sitting
acting
here.
shit. You ain't trained them well enough to come do this costume.
Guys,
you could do that shit in front of Mark.
Like this is some TV shit. I mean, just
That's
because
what
we're
the
on
fuck it
camera.
is.
But
That's
nigga.
what you tried to do
This
it
could be
for,
a
though,
real-
when you went
Look
on
at your
soft white
look at your
underbelly.
jacket.
yeah, what about it? It's rubber.
Man,
It's
get the
soft.
fuck
Fun.
out of here with
It's
that
warm
shit.
outside, bro.
Get the fuck
It's
out of
warm
here
outside,
with
and
that
this
shit.
is my fit.
It's warm
And
outside.
this is my
Fuck out of
fit.
here.
It's hot. Still.
It's not that hot out.
It's
It's
still
air
hot.
conditioning here. It's nice.
It's
That
nice,
shit's
then,
cheap.
but that's still hot.
I'm
But who are you
comfy.
trying to prove something to?
I'm not trying to prove something. I'm trying to
Fake
look
ass
good.
chain.
Fake.
Fake, and that shit's
14
fake.
karat gold.
That shit's
DS
fake.
1 and 2 diamonds.
That shit's fake.
Really?
Man, that shit
Who got a
fake.
diamond tester?
From
Any of
who?
y'all got a diamond
Who was your
tester?
jeweler?
You can hit my earrings
Who
too.
was your jeweler,
Gary
bro?
the jeweler.
Who was your
Gary
jeweler?
the jeweler. Check him out. He's in the Diamond District in downtown
Bro,
LA.
I've never listened, homie. This is more like a joke for real to me, my nigga.
Literally.
Like, I really laugh at this shit.
You know
I
what y'all
really
sound
find
like?
this shit
Y'all
funny.
sound like the haters in the software underbelly comments. But I knew that was coming today.
Haters.
But I showed up
No,
because I
I'm
can
the
stand
real.
on my own
No,
ground.
you never stood on shit,
I'm
homie. You
standing on it
fucking
right now, am I
lied.
not?
You fucking lied,
I
and
didn't
you're
lie
lying to
about
our face
shit.
right now,
I did
bro.
not lie about
You
shit.
lying to our face
I'm
right
not
now,
lying
dog.
to
I'm gonna
neither
be
one of
real with
y'all.
you, my nigga. You
Y'all,
been lying, bro.
I'm not
Beach and
saying
what
that
else?
y'all ain't more leveled
Beach
up
and
than
what
me,
else?
but I'm not lying about
Beach
nothing.
and what else?
Say again?
Beach and what else? Where else?
Beach and ball.
I know. Where else
Yeah.
though?
That's the only track I've ever set him down on.
But you old school and you keep this shit traditional.
I'm old school in the
Where
way
you
I...
done moved
Get the
around to?
fuck
You ain't
outta
even got
here.
cross country yet.
No, I ain't
You
got
ain't left
cross
Them
the
the
country.
state
only two
whatsoever.
bitches I ever even
I
seen
ain't
you
got cross
around, and they
country.
didn't even look like they had
Because
confidence
those are
in
my
you.
first two bitches.
Send them
that were
bitches
for real
home. Them
bitches.
your first two
Bitches
bitches.
look like
Yeah,
they
that was
just
for
woke
real
up.
bitches, you
Them
know?
bitches
Them
ain't
your-
had no nails. Them bitches hair wasn't done. Them
Nothing.
bitches
They
She
look
don't like
had
doing her
dusty.
nails. She
Them
don't like
bitches
to
look
do her
like
They
nails.
look
look
like wet
dusty,
dogs.
and that's why you never got no money like wet ass dogs.
Wet-ass
Like
dogs.
they stunk. That bitch
Fuck
look
y'all
like
are
she
haters.
been need to wash
I'm
her
being
hair.
100%
Haters.
real. Y'all are haters.
Haters.
You're
Have you
haters.
even seen what type of
You see why this show is called The So-Called Ladies Man? Y'all are haters. Y'all are haters. They hating on me. Y'all hating on me. The so-called ladies man. So dudes is hating because you getting checked. See, notice all this feminine shit. This fox masculine shit. Y'all are haters. Y'all hating. I don't come from that era. where we use terms incorrectly. So because you getting checked, niggas hating. Niggas mad. You see that? This is pussy shit. Do you wonder why these women are calling us pussies? You wonder why? Y'all hating. For one, y'all use that hating term. Y'all use that hating shit more loosely than women. See, I'm from that era where hating, the term hating was used mostly by women. Niggas didn't use that. Men, we didn't use that term, hating. We didn't. We just didn't. And all the brothers in the chat room, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm a millennial. We don't use that shit. The men that we came up with, we didn't run around calling each other haters. Oh, he's a hater. Oh, no. We called it what it was. Oh, he's fake. We didn't say, oh, he's a hater. No, we said, oh, he fake. Oh, he's fake. He's fake. That's what we said. That's what we said. We said, oh, he's fake. We didn't say, oh, he a hater. No, you fake. You ain't hating on me. You're fake. Because you smiling in my face. All the while you want to take my place, those backstabbers. See, we called it what it was. They smiling in your face. All the time they want to take your place, those backstabbers. See, you're fake. You're not a hater. You're fake. You're not hating on me. You're fake. That's what you are. You're a frenemy. That's what you are. An enemy disguised as a friend. You're fake. That's what you are. Or like, oh, you're a hater. Oh, you're a hater. I don't even use that shit. Me and my brothers, we don't run it. Oh, you're hating. We don't use that. Oh, you're fake. We call it what it is. That's what men do. We call shit for what it is, not what it might be. Oh, this nigga fake. That's what it is. Bottom line. He's not a hater. Because if a person your friend and they jealous of you, that mean they fake. Because a friend ain't never supposed to be jealous of another friend unless he's not your friend. He's fake.
A real bitch is here. Move.
Kelpy,
Why have you never moved nobody?
You ashamed on this shit. Motherfuckers will look at you and not even want to participate.
Bum,
what bitch will look at them bitches and be like, I want to do that.
He's a bum, bro.
Like some elevation. I want to join that. Nobody.
He's a bum.
Y'all need to take
you
a
liar.
step back.
And you lie. No, you need to take a step back and get the fuck out of a game, nigga, that you ain't never fucking played. No, fuck what you're talking about.
What you guys are talking about.
You're not fucking accepted. And I don't know what the fuck type of game you're playing. You're not accepted. No, bro. I don't fuck with you because you had a better life than that. You didn't pick this shit up because you had a dick something. You ain't different to shit. You trying to sit there and talk about, oh yeah, you know, I got white bitches, you know, and me having white bitches, that's different to the game. They never saw that. Did you say that?
Yeah, I did say that.
Why would you say that when that's not true?
You seen it on YouTube?
I don't know. I've seen it on YouTube.
Exactly.
I've seen it in the
You're
fucking
a fucking
movie.
clown. You're a
This is where these niggas is learning how to be pimps, how to be max, how to be players on YouTube. Kelpy just exposed the majority of these niggas. They learning from YouTube. That's where they learning. I'm red pill. I'm black pill. I'm a player. I'm a Mac. I'm a P. They're learning this shit from YouTube. But when I did the live stream a few years ago, YouTube people versus people on YouTube, all the guys said what KELPY said. Oh, you're hating. Oh, you're hating. But KELPY just blasted all you niggas who said I was hating. You niggas got all this shit from YouTube. All your so-called game from YouTube. He got it from YouTube. But we're not supposed to talk about this. This is not a masculinity crisis. This is not an identity crisis for men. This boy is learning how to be a man from YouTube. This is why I said, when I was in the Black Manosphere, this is why I said we got to watch what the fuck we say. Because we never know who's listening. When I said it was about the message, you niggas said it was about the money. Ha! Look at what the money is breeding. Look at what the money is breeding. KELPY, little pussies. This is what happens when you make the money supersede the message. You get little KELPY. See? Because we thought nobody was listening. I told us a long time ago who was listening. Young men were listening. I told y'all this. KELPY just said it. He got it from YouTube. So he might have listened to Alpha Male Strategies. He might have listened to Lucario. Huh? But we don't want to be responsible for what we say as men. This is a masculinity problem. You think you think these young men ain't out here listening? They're not listening to the fucking teacher. They're not listening to their mama. Their daddy is gone. They're not listening to the drug dealers no more. Who the fuck you think they're listening to? YouTubers, nigga. They listening to us. They're listening to us. They don't watch TV. So don't blame BET, nigga. You can't blame MTV no more. You can't blame VH1. Nigga, they on YouTube watching you. They're watching you now. What you gonna do? Huh? You gonna be a pussy and irresponsible like they father and let them fall to the wayside? Even though they looking up to you, pussy? Huh? Huh? You gonna treat them like they dads did, right? And abandon them, right? Because they listening to us, nigga. I've been said that. I've been said it. See, you don't even think you're that important as a man. This is why I say we got to heal, black men. We got to heal because we don't even think our fucking voice matters when they listening to us. They listening to us. They're mimicking us. But we think we're not that important. We think what we say, do, think, and feel don't fucking matter. And it's being played out in our fucking face. You got this little Mexican white boy acting like a black pimp. He wants to be a black man, but he wants to be a pimp. You see? You see why I said we got to denounce all this shit? Because this is how he's portraying to be a black man, by acting like a fucking pimp. And that tells the world that black men are good at what? Devaluing their fucking women. That's what that tells the world. When you got a bunch of other little boys copying that shit. That's called appearance value, nigga. That's your appearance, not your image. Not your image. Your appearance value. That's how you're viewed around the world. See, No Jumper is a podcast that go all over the world. And you got a little Mexican white kid acting like a black man through the through line of being a pimp. Why he don't want to act like Malcolm? Why he don't want to act like Martin Luther King? Why, if they're not copying being black men, they're not doing shit to help black people? They're taking all of our negative narratives and they're making money off of it. They're exploiting black men. See? See, this little pussy knows, because it ain't enough black men to step up and check this shit, that he could behave like this. See, because you're never going to get a little black boy that's going to never grow up and act like a fucking school shooter. You never had that. But everybody else can mimic us and our negative narratives, which is negative media portrayal, which then plays into everything else they say about black men, which then plays into how people see black men, which then plays into how fucking people treat us. Because we still want to promote street shit, pimps. We still want to promote that shit. See? Now these brothers got to come along and correct it. This is what happens when shit is bastardized. This is what happens when you make shit popular. People always bootleg it and make it into their own. We'll play a little bit more of this. Shout out to everybody in the building. Salute to everybody.
Clown, did y'all hear him?
And they're saying there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Man, get the
Boy,
fuck
that
out.
shit,
No
you're
such
like,
thing as a free
you really
lunch.
make
My
me
bitch
mad,
can't live
bro.
with me for
You
free.
really
So what
make
are
me
they
mad.
doing?
I'm gonna be real.
So what are they doing?
You disappoint me, like
Man,
for
get
to
the
see
fuck
somebody,
outta
because
here.
you know I've lost real ones in this game, right? I've seen real ones go to jobs.
I've lost real ones
let me
too,
speak.
not in this game. But
Let me
there you go.
speak exactly. So you know nothing about it, but I'm
I've
saying
lost-
I've really been in this. No,
Losing a person,
this particularly, homie.
losing a person's losing a
This,
person. Don't
You're
matter
not
how they die. If
understanding.
it's-
This can't.
Classic example of golden boy pussy shit. Notice Sharp just said, I lost real ones to this shit. He goes, I did too. Oh, well, not exactly to what you're doing, but I lost real ones. Losing real people are losing real people. You see that? You see that? You see how these little pussies try to minimize? See, they get that from their mother. See, they get that from their mama. Trying to minimize what men say to try to make your point more valid. That's pussy shit. That is false masculine. That is what women do. Where they try to minimize your point because they don't want to fucking hear it. You see? You know how when you
come from YouTube experience. This shit is going right over your
You
head.
can't
This
learn
comes
this
from-
on TV.
this shit goes
from
right
real
over
life
your head.
experience.
I'm gonna ask you this:
Losing people.
Where did you get the name KELPY from?
I got it in middle school.
Middle school, right?
'Cause
Who
my real
who
name-
gave it to you?
My real name is
Who
Kenny.
gave it to you?
One of my homies.
Your homies,
Yeah,
right?
one of my
Remember, I
homies.
remember you told me the
Yeah, one of
story.
my homies
So why
did
would I
so.
lie about everything else that you told me on the phone?
What am I lying
You was
about?
very open. This
Yeah,
is
and I'm
not
still
you.
being open.
You didn't even know what the fuck this even came with. When I told you, I said, hey, you know, nigga, you playing a game like like that, talking about some Pimpin and Horn, you can get 100 years off this shit. You was
We've
like,
been
yeah, I
tracking
never
sex
really thought
trafficking.
about this. You said, I know, I never really thought about that.
didn't
I
sit back
guess
and think about
you
it.
said, yeah,
That's
you
why
did.
it's
You said, I
alleged,
guess I
though.
didn't really think things
Yeah,
through.
exactly.
Didn't you?
But that's a lot of shit in
Same
my
shit.
life.
No, you said, I guess I really didn't think
I
things
didn't, and
through.
that's facts.
And
I
it kind of,
didn't.
and I noticed it kind of spooked you.
A
It
lot of
changed
shit
your
spooks
face.
me, yeah.
So you need to get out of shit, homie, that'll really take your little ass down.
That's what I'm
Because
here to
this
do.
is
That's what I'm here to do.
this is not for you, loved one. And all the jokes and all the shit, because it's gonna really piss me off.
Okay.
I know for a fact that this is not for you. And I think that you
And
should
that's
go
where you're
better your
correct.
life and
That's
go
where
help
you're
your
correct.
mama, my nigga.
Okay.
And your mama being homeless. Because nigga, if you was pimping, nigga, it wouldn't be me. My mama bringing me the fuck up here, nigga, and I got her fucking homeless.
Okay.
You got me fucked up, nigga. And she still gonna smile for me, nigga. Ain't no fucking way, nigga.
My mom's
I
a
couldn't
great
have
woman. That's
that.
why she smiled.
Ain't no
She tries to put a positive face through every hardship she encounters.
Why aren't you looking out
I
for her?
learned
Your
that
money's
from her.
supposed to be up.
What?
Why aren't you looking out for her? Your money's supposed to be up.
Why do you think I'm doing this?
You got all this bullshit.
Doing
trying to
what?
get
You're not
my
about to make shit from this.
What?
You're not about to make shit. What? Nigga, I said you ain't about to make shit from this, nigga. Don't what me, nigga.
From the game.
I'll really take
That's
off
how
on
I'm
you,
trying to get
dog.
the
I'm
money.
being for real
You
with
guys
you,
are just
homie.
taking off on me, but listen.
No, I'm for real
You
though.
are
But
correct
I'll
about
really
one
take
thing you
off
said.
on you,
You are
Kelpy.
correct about
You
one
might
thing
want to
you said.
keep that shit cool,
You
nigga,
are
and keep
correct
that
about
shit
one thing you
real
said.
smooth,
All right,
nigga.
Let me finish what I'm
And
saying.
stop fucking playing with me,
You
boy,
are
because there's
correct.
niggas, there's real demons out here, nigga.
You are
There's
correct.
real werewolves, nigga.
You
And the
are.
shit that you kicking, this shit would have been got your ass deleted, nigga. Y'all niggas play this
Oh, I
shit for
got
fucking
deleted.
clout.
I got deleted
You
by
got you
half
play.
the
You heard that? You heard that? Y'all be playing when that shit could get you deleted. See, that's man shit. Y'all be running around here playing with other men. You will lose your life. See, that's masculinity. All this other sucker shit that y'all be on, that y'all think is some man shit, is not. You'll lose your life over disrespecting another man. You'll lose your fucking life. Running around out here playing like you somebody you not. It's dudes out here that'll put your dick in the dirt. This is why me and my brother's podcast is called Foundational Manhood. We need to go back to the basics, nigga. You need to know what disrespects grant you with another man. You'll die. You can die. Okay? I know that might be scary to your mother, but let her know. Because you're talking about man shit. This is what men do. Men will take your life. My father taught me that as a little boy. Don't you ever disrespect another man unless you're ready to die. Unless you're ready to die. If you ain't ready to go there, fall back. Because that's what disrespect denotes to men. Some of them ain't gonna punch you in your mouth. You heard what they just told little Kelpy? When he wanted to get all tough out his mouth? What? What? Like he tough. What Shark tell him? Hey, you better keep that shit cool, little homie, because I'll take off on you. I'll take off on you. See, but that's how these little pussies respond to their mother. What? What? What are you talking about? Talk to me like that and I'm going to punch you in your shit. Talk to me like that and I'm going to punch you in your shit. I ain't your mama. Okay? I'm not your mother. Because you're going to learn that you can't talk to no man like that. And see, the first man these boys supposed to learn they're not supposed to talk to in a certain way is they daddies and they uncles, the men in their family. See, if the men in the family is not chin checking these little pussies, that's why they grow up and they become little demons. That's why they grow up and become little demons. Start raping these girls, kidnapping these girls, torturing little girls. Where you think that shit come from? Huh? Because you didn't want Uncle to give his ass a right hook. You didn't want that. You ain't want his little ass getting jacked up so he can learn how to act, so he don't go out in the streets and get his noodles blown out his head at the fucking gas station because he think he tough and they blew his brains out. Now you're crying, talking about they killed my boy. Why? Because he was talking shit like he was built like that and they clipped his little ass. Welcome to the real world where your pussy ass son didn't learn how to survive. See, that's how that works. That's what happens when you're breeding kelpies. Where he ain't gotta make up his bed. He ain't gotta wash his ass every day. He ain't gotta learn how to cook. He don't gotta learn how to use the stove. He don't gotta learn how to wash dishes. He don't gotta learn how to iron his clothes. He don't gotta learn shit because he your son. Then when some wolves get him, then you want to go run to Jesus and pray to God and ask God. You ain't even listen to God. Because God told you to have a man to raise up them kids. That's what God told you. You ain't even listen to God. See, y'all want to run to God when your son in the ICU. Oh, Jesus! But you didn't listen to Jesus when Jesus told you to keep that man in your house, to keep that decent man in your fucking life. You didn't listen to Jesus. Now your son is on the way to Jesus. See how this works? You see how this works? Let's continue.
For
Fucking
clout.
people that watch that
Hey,
interview.
almighty, niggas like him play it for clout. It sucks to see real ones pass, and they always say like when one dies, another one's born.
Right.
I hate to see if this is what the
one.
fuck is being spawned and what the fuck is born. I'm sorry, homie.
Hey,
you look like you got a good education, dog. You look like fucking Caillou who ran away when he came and came back grown.
I'm white, and I feel like that's part of the reason that a lot
It ain't
of people
about being white. I just don't smell it on you, bro. I don't smell it on you, bro. I don't smell it on you, bro.
You don't gotta smell
I
shit
don't
on me.
smell it on you.
No,
I smell shit. I smell shit. I just don't smell it on you, nigga.
Fuck approval. You're not accepted.
Not accepted.
What
are you talking about?
I fuck with both y'all. You for music, you for your game.
I think that you need to know. But okay, take my game when I tell you and go do better with your life because this really ain't for you, homie.
And that's what I was getting to.
And I think you're really perpetrating. Get about it. Let's get on.
But it might not be for me.
Okay. It hasn't been for you. And I think the way you tried to get on was very bogus.
Okay, and listen.
It was very bogus. Because I didn't expect to get on from it, homie. I expected to hate because I know what this shit comes from. You just tried to follow suit on something that was never for you, G.
Because if you see something work, it might work for you.
How do you know it worked for me?
I seen where you're at today.
That's what you see.
Because it
You
wasn't.
ain't know what you know, nigga.
Hey, I'm not saying you're not.
I'm being for real. Hold up, though. It's not about what you know. Like you said, bro. Hey, we always go. You talk to me, right? Niggas go through ups and downs, homie.
He just talking about the good shit he see. He ain't talking about none of this shit, the hardships that come with this shit. I got real homies, my nigga, that have been. We go through hell.
But you ain't seen.
We go through hell, though, Kelpy, and I just don't want to see that for you, homie. You need to take your ass back to school and go do what you're supposed to fucking do.
I'm starting school in the fall again.
Good.
Okay, second semester.
Come up out the jacket.
That's what I'm in.
Come up out of all that, because that shit ain't for you.
I'm not coming out the literal jacket.
That shit ain't for you.
But I'll come out
well,
the
nigga, let me see you on the
jacket.
blade, and you're going to see what's going to happen.
Come out the metaphorical
jacket. I'm going to make you come up out of it, nigga. Come outside then. Just come outside. Please. Hit one. And I want somebody to call me and tell me that you're there. I'm going to make sure you come out. I'm going to make it myself. You come out the jacket.
Ain't no money because them bitches is bums in your mama.
Bums.
So fuck are you talking about? Why are you acting? Look, why is you acting like you just some super elevation, nigga? What is you talking about? Your mama drove you here. Talking about if there was more money on the track, I'll be there. Fuck you talking about, nigga? It's real vets still out there. It's real vets still out there. Who are you?
Kelpy.
And you know
Who
what?
are you?
I
There
talk
ain't
to
nothing
you.
wrong with doing it different.
I talk to you,
That's
right?
again, bringing
Kelpy.
it back. That's why a lot of people hate me because I do it different.
I don't hate
Just because
you.
I'm out there
What
posting
I
ads.
look at you as, I feel sorry for you. When I
a lot
talk
of
to you,
people-
right? When
a
I
lot of people
first
do, but a
talk
lot
to
of
you,
people hate me.
hold the fuck
Okay,
on. When I first talked to you, bro,
Yeah.
you was up at your grandmama and your granddaddy house.
Yeah.
Nigga, they got acres, nigga.
They're
They
out in the
shit
country,
look
yeah,
good,
in the
bro. I
middle of
wish
nowhere.
I would have had some shit like that growing up, nigga. I probably would have detoured or did something different, but this is where this shit really landed me, my nigga. It's a real.
Now, part of being a man, a masculine man, is being authentic. Being your motherfucking self, unapologetically. This is what he's trying to tell little Kelpy. Kelpy, you're privileged. Your grandparents has acres of land. You was on a ranch. What are you doing, Kelpy? What are you doing? You need to be what? You need to be what? Grateful. How could you be grateful when you're full of yourself? How could you be grateful when everyone told you that everything you got, you deserved it? See, golden boy syndrome. Golden boy syndrome. This is why he's not appreciative and grateful for what his family worked for. So he don't have to be out in the street. He don't have to go be a pimp. He don't have to fucking sell drugs. This is what Sharp is trying to tell him. He's trying to teach this boy. He's trying to tell him, listen, bro, you making your life hard. You going out and trying to do some shit you don't have to. We did it because we had to. See, this is what a lot of these golden boys think. They think the guys who was in the street, the guys who had to hustle, the guys who took part in crime, they look at that shit and they become fascinated with it. Like a lot of you YouTube niggas. You listen to some Macs and some pimps and you got fascinated with it. So now you're one. You see? But you don't know what come with that shit. Like he was trying to tell Kelpy. I got homies that really died and that's doing 100 years behind some shit you perpetrating to be. See, he trying to save little Kelpy. For Kelpy end up in somebody's fucking dumpster with his body cut up. Or before them little girls that he got hoeing for him snitch on him and he facing 100 years for trafficking and pandering little girls. See, this is what men do. He trying to save this boy. Because Sharp retired from pimping. Like most of the P's have. Why? Because now it's called human trafficking. It's not called pimping. It's called human trafficking. Okay? Now you're trafficking humans, which is a federal crime. Okay? And I don't know if y'all noticed, but there's a lot of more states who are having state RICO. Atlanta is one of those states. They have their own RICO. You see? So understand what's being done here. This is an intervention. I know it may look, it's a lot of screaming. It's a lot of, that's just how we do shit as men. Shit, we argue like this over sports. And we just talk about the goddamn game and statistics. But that shit that KELPY is displaying is what's destroying society. Because that's toxic masculinity. That's toxic masculinity because he doesn't protect, he doesn't provide, he doesn't problem solve, and he doesn't procreate. There is no masculinity there. In a golden boy. They don't even like to, carry groceries and shit. I'm going to play a little bit more of this and then we're going to wrap this up. Shout out to everybody in the building, by the way. Shout out to everybody. Salute. Salute. Raven says, golden boys can't appreciate nothing. You're supposed to give them everything. The word no isn't a part of their vocabulary unless they're using it on someone else. Exactly. Travis Rogers, salute. He said, trying to save one now, them streets calling him. Knowing damn well he not built like that. Facts. What's up, my names? What's going on? Nikki C, what's up, Nikki? Prison is not a badge of honor. Facts, Cartel. Facts. But these young boys today, they don't understand that because they're watching YouTube. And all these niggas that get out of jail and come on YouTube and glorify being in prison. That's why he brought his paperwork up there, because he watched niggas like 1090 Jake. And you got to bring your paperwork to prove you official. YouTube shit. YouTube.
Real difference. Nigga, I just watch you over here try to perpetrate it and try to make it seem like it's something that you don't even fucking know nothing about exactly because you don't really live this. I know niggas that live this shit 24/7.
I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about being out there. That ain't
Riverside. Guys, if you're still recording your podcast on Zoom, do yourself and your listeners a favor and start using Riverside. You get it.
What, nigga? You still got them, and they look out for him. Nigga had a
dad who's in debt,
and still got grandparents sitting. Nigga, from what I have seen, he live an okay life, bro.
I'm trying to help them out.
Kenneth is okay.
Listen.
Kenneth is okay.
Listen, if Kenneth was okay, if Kenny,
how I watch you lay up in a bed relaxing.
If I was
just got done drinking some Kratom.
And who was with me?
Nigga,
that little stringy-haired bitch. And what'd you tell me she was gonna do? And what'd you tell me she was gonna do?
OnlyFans.
No, I told you. You said she was gonna come with you, right?
She was busy.
You said, I promise you she coming.
I didn't say I promise.
Nigga, you did. You was like, I promise you she coming.
I said she'll most
you said she gonna have her hair done. You said she gonna be right this time.
I said she'll be looking good because she.
But if you ever go look at that bitch's fucking, I promise you, homie, she looked like Earthworm Jim's little sister, nigga. She looked like Earthworm Jim, nigga, like a smelly little mutt.
We all got bad.
She looked like a smelly ass little mutt, nigga. Smell like Elmer's glue when she sweats. She looked like she smelled like glue when she sweats, nigga. I'm not fucking with that, nigga. I am judging it. I am judging it because you played, nigga.
I'm not playing shit. I'm not playing shit.
Bro,
why do we keep circling back to this?
Look at you.
Why do we keep circling
I
back
really want to
to
beat
this,
your ass. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I'm trying to be cool with you, bro, and
Yeah,
like trying to
we
be
don't need to
straight
get
with you.
violent on this
But I'm
shit. We
saying
can
because
just
I
have
don't
a
really like with you because I
conversation.
know that you're playing with the game, bro, and you're really disrespecting
Playing in the
something
game,
I
not
done been
with
to
the
jail
game.
for, nigga. I done really
Playing in
went
the
through some
game, not with
shit
it.
for, nigga. Fuck you,
playing.
nigga. Everything you
playing.
stand for, your funky ass motherfucking paperwork, nigga, for some fucking
I've heard it a
drugs,
million
nigga.
times.
That shit's trash to
I've
me,
heard it all a
nigga.
million
You're
times.
trash to me,
I've heard
nigga.
this.
And I
You
can
know
never
what
see
it
you
is?
on the blade, nigga, because I promise you, I'm
call this
taking you out that
chop
coat, nigga.
I've never.
When we
I ain't ever
outside-
try to step down on nothing, nigga. I ain't no
I've
gang
never,
member.
ever heard-
I ain't know nothing, but I know where I come from, nigga. And you not gonna play with it, nigga.
Hibachi.
Fuck
And
is you
listen,
talking about? Who are
I'm
you,
in the
nigga? I'm
same
bagging
boat.
for your bitches.
I'm in the same
To
boat
show
as
you ain't
and
ever
I
even
don't
been
care about
bagged.
that shit.
I'm gonna tell you
I
this.
don't
You
even
can't even
respond
talk
to the
about you some
haters.
pimping. Listen to me.
Fuck outta here.
If you've
Keep that
never
shit out your
been,
mouth.
hold the fuck on, nigga. You can't ever even talk to me about some pimping, nigga. If you ain't never even been bagged for a bitch, them was your first two bitches, and you lost them back home to their residencies, nigga, to their families. You ain't even lose them to no pimping, nigga. You ain't never got served. Only papers you got served was for fucking drugs, nigga. And some fucking bullshit, nigga, at your door.
Nigga, that's all you had, nigga.
Fuck out of here, nigga. The
Where I
fuck
said
out of here.
that,
You
nigga.
can't claim this shit
Where
till you
y'all
get that
said
phone
Nigga,
call,
I done
nigga.
screamed this shit from a jail cell, boy.
What you talking about?
Yeah, I
Fuck
know. I'm
out of
taking-
here, weak
I'm
ass
taking
nigga.
chances out here for this shit.
You ain't
Just
took
like
no
y'all
fucking.
are.
What
Just
chances,
like y'all
Caillou?
are. Just like y'all are.
Caillou,
Oh,
what
I'm not-
chances?
I'm not
Dude,
taking
look
chances.
at the people,
I'm
bro.
not taking chances with this shit.
I'm trying to really be serious with you. Whole room's laughing with you, but me.
I'm really not taking
Fuck
chances
outta
out
here.
here. I'm not taking chances out here.
What chances, Caillou? What chances? You see? What chances? You see? This is what we got to sit down and tell all these little boys. You tough for what? You tough because of what? You hungry? Huh? You tough because y'all only got 2 bags of oodles and noodles in the house? That's why you tough, little homie? That's why you out here on demon time? Because your ribs is touching, right? See, we got to sit down and get to what is this shit about? And then we find out it's all about attention. KELPY needs attention. KELPY loves this shit. See how they getting at him? He loves it because he want to be around masculinity. He want to be around men. He want to be around men. He want to know what it is to be around men. He want to know how men talk. See, now let's get to the other side of this shit. Now let's get to the other side of this shit. Shout out to everybody in the building. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. We're gonna wrap this up. Now let's get to the real part of this shit. See, what y'all gotta understand is KELPY wants attention. KELPY needs help, and he's crying out for it. And he wants help from men. This is why he's portraying to be a pimp and a drug dealer. Because he sees that. When he watch on YouTube, he sees that as manhood. He doesn't see his grandfather building a fucking legacy so he could kick his goddamn feet up. He doesn't see that as manhood, as masculine. He doesn't see that because he wasn't taught to respect that. See, he respects this shit niggas put on fucking YouTube. Fake ass pimps and macs and players. The fuck you talking about? That's why I said it's time to denounce all of that shit. Because look what we have today. And see, a little white boy like KELPY, he'll stand up in court and tell the fucking court and try to convince the jury. This is Golden Boy syndrome. Go back and study Dandy Mott. Because see, I told y'all, these Golden Boys are not dumb. They're not stupid. See, KELPY's the type, he'll go in front of the courtroom and tell the jury that he learned all about this lifestyle watching black men. Mm-hmm. Oh, you think he won't turn around and put it on us? You think he won't? You think the nigga won't? You think he won't? He'll turn around and say, I learned all this from watching pimps and all of these gangster black men. And that lifestyle was so intriguing and it influenced me to go out and to have these women selling their bodies. You think he won't? You think he won't? Not saying that that's going to help his fucking case, but it goes back to what? Appearance value. Appearance value. Because what? Most people base their reality based on perception. So, even after he goes to jail for trying to use that bullshit excuse, you're going to have a bunch of people who say, yeah, our children are influenced by nigga culture. They've been saying that about us. They've been saying it about rap music. You see? See why we gotta denounce all this shit, brothers? Because then these new generation of children, they're going to come out and they're going to mock. They're going to water all of this shit down. And then they're going to say, oh, well, I learned it from black men. I learned it from black men. See? See why it's time to denounce all criminal activity? See why? You see why? Auntie's Boiler Room, salute. He said, DS1, salute, fam. Peace, everyone. Shout out to Auntie. Appreciate you, brother. But this is why. This is why. This is exactly why we have to denounce the shit. We have to stop promoting it. Okay, that's what you went through. If you're not using that shit as a teachable moment, keep the shit off YouTube, man. Because this boy just admitted he learned all this foolishness from YouTube. And he watching black men. He ain't watching white boys. Why you think he said he pimping the old school way? Because he watching old school black pimps like Kenny Red, like Don Juan, like Minister Seymour. Old guys who Kenny Red, rest in peace. Guys that done denounced the shit. Guys that done retired from the game. And now got wives and raising a family and doing shit the correct way. You get KELPY that pops up now. Even Sharp is fucking disappointed. He said it. He said, I'm disappointed to see that this is where this shit is at today. That's why a lot of brothers regret living a life of crime. Because it's like, damn, I was a part of this shit and now I'm not a part of it and I want it to stop. How does it fucking stop? This is why brothers are regretting being even being a part of it in the beginning. It's time for us to denounce this shit, brothers. It's over. The streets is on YouTube. KELPY just told you that. He learned all this pimping shit from YouTube. He learned it from YouTube. He's learning how to be a man from YouTube. And what do we have? What do we have to show? A bunch of niggas arguing over women. A bunch of niggas arguing with women. And niggas running away from women. But we talking about masculinity. The fuck out of here. Because you know what a golden boy likes to do? When he don't get his way, he likes to run away. So you can't get, you know, your golden boys ain't getting your way. You ain't getting enough vagina here, so you want to run. Because that's what golden boys do. They run till they get their way. Or I can't get it from here, well, I'll go to this person. It's just like a little boy who like to get his way in a house. Oh, well, I can't run to dad and get my way, so let me run to mommy. Oh, mommy's not giving me my way. Daddy's not giving me my way. Let me run to grandma. Let me run to grandma. Because grandma, in a golden boy's head, supersedes his parents. See, this is why you got to knock the shit out of these little boys. Because you got to knock that energy out of them. You got to knock that little pussy shit out of them. You can't talk it out of them. You talk after they wipe their tears away. See, that's what my dad used to do. After I get my ass checked, then we have the conversation. Then we have the conversation. But I'm going to still bust you in your shit. Then I'm going to tell you why I bust you in your shit. And then I'm going to tell you, I love you. You're my son. But if you do it again, I'm going to bust you in your shit again. You know why? Because that's how men do shit. I'm going to do it again. And again. And then once you're too old enough and you still don't understand, don't come around me. Don't bring your ass around me. You see how this works? This is why 50 Cent and his son are going at it. See, 50 Cent, little Marquise, he's a golden boy. This little bastard says $7,000 a month ain't enough. This little motherfucker didn't work for shit that his father owns. This little bastard didn't work for nothing but to get up on the internet, go this fucking internet again. He gets on the internet and say $7,000 isn't enough money for child support. Who did he get that from? His mama. Because this is where the golden boy, this who breeds the golden boy, the mama. The angry mother. The resentful, miserable ass mama. That's who creates the golden boy. And that's Marquise' mother. This is why he act like that. He act like his mama. That's why I'll write his little punk ass off too if I was 50. You a grown ass man and you still think like your mama, boy? You still ain't learned how to think for your goddamn self? You still believe all the shit your mama told you about me? Since you was a little boy, you still believe that shit? All right, stay your little pussy ass away from me. How about that? How about that? How about it? Since you want to be a man without your dad, stay your pussy ass away from me. Stay with your mama. Keep taking care of her. Stay up under her. And never have a fucking life. Go ahead. Stay up under your mama. Stay up under your mama. See that? I'm gonna teach you how to deal with men, whether you deal with me directly or indirectly. That's what 50's showing Marquise by cutting him off. I'm not gonna cut you off financially, but I'm not fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you till you learn how to act and have some fucking respect for your father and stop listening to your raggedy ass mama. Because you know your mama raggedy. But you still blame me for that. You still blame me for your mama being lazy and don't want to do shit after we broke up. You still blame me. Even though I done became a fucking multi-millionaire, you still want to blame your dad because you're a little golden boy. You're a little golden boy. And your mama tried to weaponize you against me. So now you're acting like a hired fucking gun and you want to run around and try to expose me and make me look bad in the fucking public. Like I ain't fucking take care of you and her raggedy ass. See that? This is why ain't no men around, ladies. This is why. You wonder why? Oh, there's no black men around for us. Yup. It's that boy that you raised that still got shit in his drawers. But he's sitting around talking shit to everybody, but he don't know how to wipe his ass right. That's the nigga that's in your house. That's what you grooming your son to be, ain't shit nigga. You're grooming your son to be a man who don't protect women, who attack women, who do all that shit. You groomed him to be that way. You groomed him to be that way because you wanted to control his dad. You wanted to be in control. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. I just had to speak on that real quick, by the way. Raven says they've been trying to blame our people's music being a negative influence on their children since the days of Muddy Water. Rest in peace. Yup, sure does. They run it right to the gram. Telling Golden Boys she might be your mom, but that's my wife, is also a conversation that needs to happen. There's often boundaries that are often crossed. Facts. And that's because the women allow it to be crossed in that way. Just watch the movie Baby Boy. Watch the movie Baby Boy. Mama gotta have a life too. It's the mothers that's allowing the shit. That's allowing it. And it's fucked up. Because then they turn around and complain about the problem they created. See, it's real women out here who really need help, who really need men to come in and to help them with their sons, because their sons really need help. But then you got a whole group of women who's complaining about there's no men around, but these are the same women who ran men off. These are the same women who just reduced their baby fathers to child support checks. So this is why your son didn't get raised. Because you just wanted the money, ho. You did. You just wanted the money. That's why your son is a little bitch boy. And all he know how to do is run around and get chicks pregnant and run back to your house and eat up your fucking food. This is why. Thank yourself. Thank yourself. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. If y'all enjoyed today's show, Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV is where y'all can go. I appreciate all the super chats. I appreciate all the Cash Apps. If you hit the Cash App, don't forget, fellas, don't forget, you know, on those late nights, when you get those late night texts, make sure you click the link down in the description box and get your late night text. Type in my promo code DS1Ross to get a discount off on your purchase. But don't forget, fellas, when you get that late night text and she send that location, make sure you get a box of condoms, bro. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate everyone for tuning into today's show. We will be back tomorrow. Same time, same channel. That's Sheep Stay Sleep TV, 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here. Shout out to all you visionaries. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, fellas, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.